Yo, so according to an article in Bloomberg, New York has been ordered to reinstate workers who were fired for being unvaccinated. This is great news. This is great news, and it's only the beginning because what's going to happen is multiple states are going to follow suit. See, these lawyers are smart, the ones that worked on this case. They're going to start moving around throughout the country, and you're going to see more and more states fall in line with this ruling. And that's why I was telling people, telling my working class friends, like, yo, don't quit your job. You tell them you're not getting vaccinated, and that's that. And then you let them do what they're gonna do. Because this day was bound to happen. And it's not just gonna happen in New York is the just the first domino to fall. These type of rulings are gonna spread like wildfire throughout the country, and you're gonna see state after state, municipality after municipality will crumble and fall based on them having to. I'm not going to say as far as destroying the country like that. When I you know crumble and fall, they're going to have to cough up some money because in this ruling in New York, not only are they being forced to give back the jobs of the workers who were unjustly fired because they chose to be unvaxxed, they exercised their freedom, but they're going to have to pay back pay also, which is beautiful. And it lays the foundation for any so-called emergencies or any pandemic that might happen in the future. So they say, according to them, whatever they try to throw out there and as a reason, an emergency reason to just okay, well, we're just doing it for the good of the public. Don't hate us. I mean, we're taking away all your rights, but it's for the better good, the greater good, because we have an emergency going on. So the next time they try something like that, they're going to think twice because while they were doing it, if you guys notice, simultaneously they were trying to put in fail-safe measures to where it would make it harder for you to sue these companies who are being forced in a lot of situations, whether they agree with it or not. They chose to go along with it, and they were being forced to make a decision like, okay, these workers choose not to be vaccinated. It was like a proxy war with the American public. Okay, companies, if these workers choose not to be vaccinated, we're not telling you to out and outright fire them. But if you don't rectify the situation, we're going to keep fining you over and over and over, and the fines are going to increase over and over and over, and you're just going to have to deal with it. So at that point, you're not openly saying, okay, you guys must fire these workers for not getting vaxxed, for not getting the jab, the poke, if you will. You're not blatantly telling them that, but you're kind of insinuating that, yeah, well, we don't have to, but we'll just punish you instead. And what happens? A lot of these companies, from small to medium to large, was like, nah, well. And then what do you have? People being forced out because they don't want to use the word fired. That's too blatantly straightforward and to the point as far as what's going on. No, we're not going to say that. We're just going to indefinitely furlough you. I mean, all kinds of weaselly things that companies implemented and did to people who chose to not take the poke. And this ruling is great because I can't wait for other states to fall suit and fall because of their stupid choice that they made. I mean, the working class citizen is the backbone of this country, Even for entrepreneurs, in order to be an entrepreneur, a successful one, you're not going to be like, oh, well, I don't want your money because, you're not rich or you're not an entrepreneur, so your money's no good. Nonsense. Entrepreneurs will accept the money of the working class also. If you completely eliminate the working class, yes, it affects entrepreneurs also. So they're very important as far as being the backbone of this country. Even those that are entrepreneurs, a lot of them became that while simultaneously running on a hamster wheel, working a 9 to 5, which contributed to funding their businesses, their side businesses. And once those businesses became successful enough to live off of, they basically said, screw you, working the world of the working, I am out. Then some people might not want to be an entrepreneur. Maybe they're the kind of person that they thrive in a structured environment and they're great at being an employee. They're worker bees, and that's fine too. If that's what you are, that's great. Do that. But you have always had the right, and you should not be forced to take a medical procedure, basically a medical jab that you do not agree with for whatever reasons. And now these stories are also coming out that, maybe, possibly, but we don't quite know, but, allegedly, maybe, could be uh, the side effects that people might have thought they got from, agreeing to this could possibly be traced to it. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Everybody has different blood types. Different things affect different people different ways. So to be insulted like that, just to be blatantly insulted, your intelligence being insulted, like, you know what? Take it anyway. We don't care if it might affect you in a bad way. We don't even care if it might accelerate or contribute to maybe killing you. Allegedly, possibly. I mean, who knows? And 2 years ago, if you said or thought anything like this, you were looked at as a conspiracy theorist. Oh, you're just a guy. You're just a person in a basement wearing a tin hat. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. You're giving out misinformation. Oh, they were good for saying that a couple years ago, weren't they? And then 2 years later, going on 3, you look at all these different situations with people, having the twitchies after being so outwardly supportive and to the point of bragging that, hey, I got the poke. I got the pokey 1, 2, 3 and the 4 poke. I got boosted and everything. And look at me, all twitchy allegedly on stage. I mean, you know, Miss Katy Perry looked like a robot short circuiting. She looked like a Johnny Five on Short Circuit, like kind of twitchy, you know. But she was fully supportive of the pokey doke. But allegedly, I mean, you can't directly point it to that. I mean, maybe she has allergies. You never know. Maybe the adhesive on those stupid looking eyelashes got overheated. I read that in a comment section about, and then another lady comes up and says, hey, I've been wearing fake eyelashes for a long time, and that you don't adjust them like that, how she was doing. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is all alleged. I mean, who knows? But the war has begun. The financially bullying the public war has begun. And nobody's exempt. You look at what they're doing to Kanye. I mean, some of it, yeah, is his fault. He should have broke down exactly what he meant when he said what he said, But being a rapper, and rappers always speak in metaphors and comparing things. If a rapper says he's fly like a 747, I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean he can literally fly like a 747, like he's Superman or Black Adam. Sure, rappers don't mean it literally, but Kanye's idiocy comes in when, you should, as soon as you let that come out of your mouth, you should have broke it down exactly what you meant. He chose not to, so now he's paying for it. And it's still wrong because it's still overboard. Financial assassination at its finest is happening right in front of us. But I digress. The whole temple is starting to crumble as far as the lies that we've been told the past couple years. It's all starting to fall apart, starting to unravel at the seams like an old pair of jeans. And it's a beautiful thing. And I predict that more states will fall in line with this decision. And anybody out there that you've lost your job because you refuse to get the pokey doke, your time is coming soon also. It's not going to be just a New York thing. Oh, no, not even close. It's going to happen. Everybody's going to get their job back with back pay. And that's going to be a great thing because now these companies will be forced to think twice about screwing over the American people. Gotta love America. Sooner or later, justice is always served, one way or another. That being said, like, share, and subscribe. Share the video. Hit the like button. Support the content. Hit the Cash App. $ Cobra Clutch 357. Beautiful world. I'm out.